"You don't know where I've been," the angry guy repeated. "You don't know where he's been," chimed in his sidekick. The muzzle of a gun he pointed at me seemed as enormous as a colloquial ferry porthole on a night crossing. I don't know where you've been," I agreed, quaking, my hands raised. What to do? Should I meet his eyes or not? I was fixated on the deadly weapon. It was the early 1980s. I just finished performing in an empty space theater play on Capitol Hill. After a convivial beer or two at the Comet Tavern, I stopped off at Dick's Drive-In on Broadway. Just as I joined the line to order, the parking lot scene was coming to a climax. A mixed-race couple in a convertible sipped on milkshakes, while two white guys in fatigue jackets circled them in a lather, hurling racial epithets. "Come on, cut it out," I called, fortified by Red Hook and youth. Well, that's when the gun appeared. The line parted around me like the Red Sea, but someone shouted, "Leave him alone!" Moments later, customers and servers behind the windows took up the refrain, "Leave him alone! Leave him alone!" The gun barrel wavered indecisively, then lowered. The angry guy and his sidekick hopped in their car and peeled out of the lot. The Dick's crowd had come to my rescue. My deluxe and fries were particularly tasty that night. In the immortal words of the bard, all's well that ends well. Richard Spady, 1923 to 2016, eponymous co-founder of Dick's, whose family still owns the small chain of drive-ins, opened his first restaurant in 1954 in Wallingford. He and his partners adopted simple principles, quality ingredients, and quick service. They found almost instant success and stuck with the formula. 69 years later, long lines continue well past midnight. The oldest fast food joint in town is still one of its most popular, repeatedly topping polls for the region's favorite eatery. Aficionados include songsters Sir Mix-a-Lot and Macklemore. Both immortalized Dick's in rap. The late Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen also was a customer. So still is his partner Bill Gates, who, legend has it, once flamboyantly tried to pay for a cheeseburger with a $1,000 bill. But times have moderated the local billionaire, who now seems to prefer anonymity. 10 years ago, late one weekday evening, Gates and I approached separate windows at the Wallingford Dick's and coincidentally called out the same order: a deluxe, fries, and a Coke. He was alone and unassuming, wearing the same sweater he'd worn on The Daily Show the night before. In our first then photo, the very first Dick's Drive-In opened in Wallingford in January 1954. Our automotive informant, Bob Carney, dates this color photo to 1963 or later, noting the pretty fine assortment of wheels in the parking lot. In our second then photo, the Dick's on Broadway, shown, Carney says, in 1963 or later. Our third then photo shows a repeat visitor to the Wallingford Dick's, Bill Gates, who orders his usual in 2019, a deluxe, fries, and a Coke, recalls Paul Rich, who commemorated the moment with a cell phone photo. Our first now photo shows Dick's in Wallingford, midwinter, just before sunset. Then and now, Dick's has paid wages and benefits above the industry standard, offering college scholarships to interested staff. In our second now photo, the Broadway Dick's today. Its menu, largely unchanged over 69 years, boasts fresh, never frozen hamburger meat, hand-cut fries with a whisper of grease, and hand-dipped milkshakes.